I think when people want to copy you, whether like copying your work or adapting your idea, like you say, it is flattering, but it also, I used to get quite frustrated with it. But actually now I'm like, actually it's more of a reflection on them than it is on me, especially if they're like directly trying to copy your work. And actually, because they're copying people, the people they're copying are always going to be a step ahead of them.
Exactly. And that's kind of what you've got to, you know, if it does get to you, and you know, we're only human, we can't block everything out, and we can't rationalize everything. I think that's when you know, you put your blinkers on, you just think, well, I'm just going to do me because I'm me, and that's my, you know, superpower. And I'll just do what I'm doing, and all the time that I'm happy doing what I'm doing, then I'll keep doing it.
Yeah. And I think as well, like, most of these people that are doing like copying creative work or whatever, 9 times out of 10, they're just starting out. So they're using it as inspiration to start trying something new. And eventually they will come up with their own style or come up with their own ideas.
Yeah.
But you've all got to start somewhere.
Absolutely. But I would say, you know, take inspiration, but just find your own twist to it.
Yeah.
Always put your own stamp on it and be authentic, and you know, because that's why people will take from you rather than somebody else, because then, you know, the market is big enough where that the humans are so different. We're all, you know, we all like different things and stuff, and I think if you're trying to do what somebody else is doing, there will always be that kind of void. Whereas if you do just put your own spin on stuff, then fantastic, you'll be successful.
Exactly. And it took me a while to realise that, kind of, not even realise that, but like accept that as a photographer. So when I was at Hartbury, my university, I was chair of the Hartbury Media Society, so I was working with a lot of other photographers, many of which have now gone on to start their own photography business. And there was an element of, a few points where I was like, oh, are they copying me? Getting like quite upset about it. And I was like, actually, one, it's really flattering because potentially there's been an element of giving them the confidence to do it.
Yeah.
But 2, they're putting their own spin on it. I put my own spin on what I do. There is enough work for both of us, because the people will choose me because they like my style of work, and the others will choose them because they like that style of work. And there's nothing to take offence about when it literally comes down to personal preference.